Alright, here we are for Darlington. One of my favorite tracks, even though I'm really bad at it, but here we are. And we got a keys to the race card. So here you go, tires as usual. I don't know if I'm going to keep mentioning this from now on, but just know ovals, tires, road, not so much. Number 2, diamond, some corners. If you don't know what that is, it means just enter low, go to the wall, and then try to come back down while still trying to have a normal exit. And number 3 would be pit road, which you'll see very shortly. It's a little tricky, but I recommend just staying on the track and then peel out because, yeah. Anyways, get to pit road and we'll talk about the lap. Alright, we're going to make our way to pit road. We're going to drive into 3 as we normally do, maybe not as deep. Downshift, and then start to peel off right about here, because there's the cone you got to stay under, and there's your pit entry. So let me speed this up like usual. There's your pit guy, and there's your pit exit. Pit speed exit cone. Keep it under the yellow, and keep it under the yellow, and out of 2 you'll see that cone, and there you go. Alright, fix setup, fix weather. You can see the weather there. It's in Celsius again. I forgot to change it, but I think the keys of the race card had it. And like most laps, lately the second lap was quicker. Third lap's actually even quicker than that, but we're only doing 2. Only change I made was like 42% on the brake bias, and my steering offset to -2 at the default ratio because that's just what I want. We'll see how this lap was done, and then we'll talk about it. So here we go. And there you have it for, it says 29.2, but it's a 29.199. I'm just going with that because it looks better. So let's back that up. Like with any good lap, you want a good run out of 4, which is where all things happen. So let's do that, and we're going to slow-mo it like usual. Alright, let me just pause it right about here. So I'm turning in already. I'm aiming for those little dotted line. Well, you'll see it. We slow-mo again. We're going to get out of the gas right when I get to the line, right downshift. Now, you don't have to downshift, but I feel like it helps the car rotate better. And we're going to drive it up to the wall. All right, here we're going to start looking out for our bottom point. So right here, I'm going to start turning down. And you got to use the throttle here. I would say lift to get it to turn down, but it makes this car push a little bit, so you got to just modulate it. So we slow-mo it again. I guess I just straight up turned it harder left and it worked. You did see I had to gradually get back to the gas there, but here's one of those moments where you don't want to smack the wall out of 2 because it hurts. And make our way to the backstretch. And into turn 3, similar approach, but now we're looking at the wall. Right here, I'm going to start turning in and getting on the brakes very slightly. Now, you would try to get to the bottom, but while that helps you from entry to center, the exit's not as good. So I would use the wall, there's more grip, and then I kind of turn down a little bit, grab another downshift, use the brakes to whoa it up. From here, I'm going to start turning down, using some throttle again, and yeah, I'm fighting it the whole time. Rear end wants to slip right there, and away you go. Alright, that's it for this track, guy, and I, again, don't know how to explain it any better than that. If you've been watching these, you know nothing's really changed. I mean, visually it looks better, but you get the point. Not sure what the next track is, but we'll try to be there, and hopefully I can keep this trend up. Anyway, some recent Chewy side.